Are you a veteran? Maybe you know about the home loan advantage that is available to you. Maybe you've even used your benefit to purchase a home. Most veterans think they get one shot at using their VA loan and then it's gone. But what if I told you that not only can you use it more than once, you can even have two VA loans at the same time under the right circumstances. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to unlock benefits most service members never use and how this can change your next move to Kansas City or the areas around Fort Leavenworth. And at the end of the video, I'll give you a house hack you won't want to miss. Hi, I'm Katie Payne, a military spouse and mom, a licensed real estate agent in Kansas and Missouri, and a military relocation professional. I get to help veterans just like you every day, and I absolutely love it. If you've served or you're currently serving, the VA loan is one of the most powerful tools you have, but so many people leave benefits on the table simply because no one explains how they actually work. Today, I'm breaking down how to use your VA loan again, how restoration works, how partial entitlement works, and the little-known scenario where you can have multiple VA loans at the same time. A lot of veterans assume their VA loan is like a one-time coupon. Use it once and that's it. But your VA entitlement doesn't disappear when you buy a home. You can restore it, reuse it, and in some cases, even stack it. The big question is, what actually determines whether you can use it again? That comes down to something called entitlement, and it's simpler than you might think. Think of entitlement as a pool of money the VA uses to guarantee your loan. When you buy a home with a VA loan, some of your entitlement is tied up in that property. Sell the home and pay off the loan, you can have your entitlement fully restored and use your VA loan again. But what if you want to keep the house? Maybe you plan on coming back to the area in the future, or maybe you'd like to keep the property as an investment. That's where partial entitlement comes in. This is the most common situation. For example, John, a major in the Army, I had to go with Army as we are an Army family. John uses his VA loan to buy a home at Fort Bragg. He sells it. The loan is paid off. He gets his full entitlement back. His entitlement pool is full again. This means he could buy his next home, whether in Kansas City, Leavenworth, or anywhere else, as if he's using the VA loan for the very first time. A side note here, the funding fee does increase with subsequent uses. Check out the video linked below that's all about the cost of closing with the VA loan. But what if John and his family love the Fort Bragg area and hope to be stationed there again, and they want to keep the house, just in case? And besides, they like the idea of gaining more equity in the house and getting rental income. Okay, now we get into the fun part. Most veterans never hear this. You can use your VA loan again, even if you still own a home with the VA mortgage, if you have entitlement left. This is called partial entitlement. Here's the simplified version. Going back to John, part of John's entitlement is tied up in the first property in Southern Pines, North Carolina. His unused portion can be applied to a second home purchase. That second purchase must also be a primary residence. In markets like Kansas City, Leavenworth, and the surrounding areas, home prices often fall within limits that make this absolutely possible. But how does John know if he has enough entitlement left? We'll get there, but first, this is the biggest misconception I see when working with military families stationed around Fort Leavenworth. Under the right conditions, you can actually have two VA loans simultaneously. The VA allows this when you're moving due to service-related reasons or life changes, and you have enough remaining entitlement to guarantee the second loan. This is huge for active duty families moving from one duty station to another, especially those who want to keep their first property as an investment. But that brings us to the next key question. How do you figure out your remaining entitlement? This is where the COE, or Certificate of Eligibility, steps in. It tells the lender how much entitlement you currently have used and how much is left. A lender can run the math for you, but here's the bottom line. you might have more remaining than you think. And even if you're short on entitlement, there are workarounds. Sometimes that just means the second home may require a small down payment instead of zero down. But what about restoring entitlement without selling? There's one scenario that surprises almost everyone. The VA gives you a one-time option to restore your entitlement without selling the home, but only if you've paid off the loan in full. Example, you paid off your previous VA loan many years ago. You still own the home. You can restore entitlement once without selling it. This is a strategic move some veterans use when they want to convert a property into a rental. But remember, this one-time restoration can only be used once. After that, you'd need to sell the property to restore entitlement again. Kansas City, Leavenworth, Lansing, Platte City, these markets are ideal for using the VA loan more than once because prices are often well within VA entitlement limits. Many service members PCS in and out of the area, and investors love these markets because rent-to-price ratios make sense. If you're moving into the area or relocating out of it, understanding how to use your VA loan again can open up doors you didn't even know you had. Here's what I want you to walk away with. The VA loan is not a one-time benefit. You can reuse it multiple times. You can have 2 VA loans under the right conditions. You can restore entitlement when you sell. You may even restore entitlement without selling in very specific cases. Most veterans never hear this, but now you know how to take full advantage of the benefits you've earned. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. I'll leave you with one more house hack. A veteran can purchase a multi-family property up to 4 units as long as he or she is living in one of the units as their primary residence. Fill the rest of the units with renters and voila, you've got an investment property purchased with your veteran home loan benefit. If you're thinking about making a move to the Kansas City area or you want to understand how to use your VA loan again with confidence, reach out anytime. I'm here to guide you through it. And I work with amazing lenders who are VA loan experts. Maybe you've stumbled across this video, but you're PCSing to another part of the country. I can help you too by introducing you to a fantastic military relocation expert in the area you're headed to. Call, text, or email me today. Then share this video with someone you know that has a PCS coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.